Now let's also understand the potential effect of an Aquarius sign going through this Sade Sati. Okay, so as we said that the first phase would start when the Saturn would placed in the 12th house of Aquarius. Now when Saturn is placed in the 10th house, it also has several aspects. So Saturn has three aspects. So the first aspect is on the house, is basically on the third house from where the Saturn sits. So the first aspects would be over here. Then second is on the 7th house, which will be on here. And third aspect would be on the 10th house. So this will be over here. So now in this case, this specific house here, which is Pisces, and when Saturn is in this specific Capricorn house, we can say that from Aquarius perspective, this is a second house. This is the 6th house from Aquarius, and this is the 9th house. So how did we calculate? So Saturn's first aspect is the third house from where Saturn sits. So this is the first house, this is the second house, and this is the third house. Hence this aspect. And then the second aspect is a 7th aspect. So since this is a third house, we can say this is a 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th house. So hence this is the one. And then 7th, 8th, 9th. So my bad, this is actually a 7th aspect. So this is 8th, 9th, and 10th aspect. So from Aquarius perspective, when Saturn is in the 12th house, when Saturn is transiting in the 12th house, it has three aspects. One is on the Aquarius' second house, the second is on Aquarius' 6th house, and third one is on the 9th house. So we'll have to consider all the four houses, the 12th house itself and the other three houses. Now when Saturn is sitting in the 12th house, we can say that person would start feeling isolation. Because the 12th house is of isolation, so person might starts feeling low, hopelessness, etc. 12th house is also of sleep, so person might feel restlessness and insomnia. And 12th house indicates also a foreign land or a distant land, so we can say that the person might have a chance of going to abroad as well. And since 6th house also represents a job, we can say that person might get a transfer in the current working environment to some distant land. Now, so when this aspect is on second house, we can say that this person would experience a lack of support from individual's own family. The 6th house aspect, 6th house is also a job related house, so we can say that the individual would experience various hurdles at job, at workplace. Now 6th house also represents hospitalization or medical disease. So, and Saturn is in the 12th house, which is an expense house. So if we combine these two, we can say that individual might experience an expense due to the medical issue or hospitalization. Then we have a third aspect on 9th house. So 9th house is of higher education, and so we can say that there might be hurdles in getting higher education. And 9th house is also basically a house of luck, so any promotions or appraisals would also might get delayed because of this impact. So to summarize, during the first phase or the rising phase, a person might face financial issues because second house is a wealth house. Family, so second house also represents family. Debt, 6th house represents debt, and 12th house represents isolation. And of course, we said that higher education or 9th house related issues. So these all are basically impacts one person might feel during the first phase of Sade Sati.